this feeling day. We had, of course, that jobless figure coming out that was worse than expected. 627,000 job losses on the weekly figure. We also...
And it is 4 p.m. on Wall Street. Do you know where your money is? Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the closing bell. We're standing in a very busy area.
This is America. How many of you people want to pay for your neighbor's mortgage that has an extra bathroom and can't pay their bills? Raise their hand. How about we all... President Obama, are you listening?
How about we all stop paying our mortgage? It's a moral hazard.
This is like mob rule here. I'm getting scared. I'm glad I'm
It is 4 p.m. on Wall Street. Do you know where your money is? Welcome to the closing bell. I'm Melissa Francis, in today for Maria Bartiromo, and here's what we're following at the close.
Can you believe even the daily warning of CNBC reporter Maria Bartiromo? Do you know where your money is? And rant by CNBC reporter Rick Santelli. President Obama, are you listening? Did not save Americans from being robbed by Bernie Madoff and CEO of GM and AIG and like-minded people. No matter how you try to explain, it is worse than daylight robbery when you see these CEOs trying to justify their hundreds of millions of dollars salary and bonuses. This is cancerous greed, and people are not going to put up with this anymore with the bailout money. Please, please put a salary cap at bailed out companies before people revolt. This extravaganza at the expense of taxpayer cannot be supported anymore. No matter how you try to slice and dice, there must be a tough financial regulation, and these crooks must be put behind bars for a long time before the outburst of the people's anger. Now for the critic of universal health care program. Friends, you cannot have the cake and eat it too. On one hand, you say government cannot run anything efficiently. On the other hand, you say that government will drive private competitors out of business by implementing universal health care. Do you think general public is so dumb that we don't get it? We know what you are up to. We know people who oppose the universal health care are the senators and Congress members who have taken lots of money from medical and insurance industry. Let us see what these industries have done to us. Number one, they have increased the healthcare cost by 8% everywhere, whereas the wages has increased negligible. Number two, these companies have paid senators and Congress people lot of money to protect their interests. Number three, now these senators and congressmen are paying back to their contributors by skewing the fact or simply lying to the people and blocking the universal health care. President Obama, no matter how big the opposition is, there must be a universal health care for all Americans. People voted you for this. If not delivered, you will lose their support. Do you remember your promise? Here it is.
Quick discussion. Is health care in America a privilege, a right, or a responsibility? Privilege, right, responsibility.
Well, I think it should be a right for every American. In a country as wealthy as ours, for us to have people who are going bankrupt because they can't pay their medical bills. For my mother to die of cancer at the age of 53 and have to spend the last months of her life in the hospital room arguing with insurance companies because they're saying that this may be a pre-existing condition and they don't have to pay her treatment, there's something fundamentally wrong about that.
President Obama, you are very wise and lucky, and God gave you a chance. You can be president like George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, or become a great human being like Gandhi and Martin Luther King, or become philosopher like Aristotle and George Bernard Shaw, or become all of them in one and be remembered as great person, or be remembered as president with teleprompters and Webster dictionary for just delivering good speeches. choice is yours. Thank you for listening.
You know, the government is promoting bad behavior.
Sorry, folks, but this president is not fighting for real health care reform. It's nibbling that leaves insurance companies still running the show. And the banks that brought us to financial ruin and then got bailout money are laughing at us about how easy it was to get back to business as usual. And scientists keep saying that if we want to keep living, on Earth, it's kind of essential we reduce carbon dioxide by 40% in the next 10 years. Obama's bill calls for 4%. This is not getting the job done, and this is not what I voted for. And this is why I don't want my president... This is why I don't want my president to be a TV star. Because TV stars are too worried about being popular and too concerned with getting renewed.